This segment of Mouth Minutes is sponsored by Moteethis. If you love your teeth, you gotta keep them clean. Go ahead and smile. Why you look so mean? God damn it, somebody done ate all my Reese's. But hey, luckily I still got Moteethis. Fluoride free and vegan friendly. First off, welcome, motherfucking welcome to Mouth Minutes. That's right, double M minus the G. We ain't quite there yet. So, ladies and gentlemen and ladies, first off, get your kids on wherever they need to be because we talk about grown-up stuff around here. So I don't want nobody feeling no type of way, trying to report me or downgrade and downplay my podcast time because you ain't taking care of your motherfucking kids. Anyway, speaking of kids, we're going to hop right into it. I wanted to say a couple of things first off. Shout out to everybody, the parents out here, the moms, the dads. Rather if you live there or not, you still are a parent. And your time with your child, just like Black Lives, it matters. So getting right back into that. First things first, I'll be very clear, very transparent. My son now is 11 years old. I haven't seen my son since he was 7, going through the judicial system and what some may call baby mama drama. That's one thing that we've gone through, and it's continuing. It has become stressful at times. Depression was an issue, even at one moment being held behind bars a couple of times because of things which were stated, which are definitely not true, but they were stated and they were taken as serious accusations. So, the people that you deal with and the people that you interact with out here in the real world does affect you, may not at that very moment, but later on down the line it does. I only share that with you because I want to share the experience of being locked up momentarily, of course, behind bars. And when I say momentarily, it was overnights. But I wanted to speak on that because after being handcuffed, placed into the back of a police car, driven to the police station, or the jail rather, brought in behind the jail, taken outside of the police car, taken into the jail, going through metal detectors, having to sit, get back up because you have to get fingerprints, sit back down, get up, then you have to walk through a whole nother area where you're officially in the jail. They take all of your everything you have on you. You have to put it in a brown paper bag. They'll flip those flops out, those lovely flip-flops, because your shoes and everything have to go as well. You got on a belt, take that off, everything. So you'll go back. Before they actually put you in a holding cell, they do give you a moment to make a call. Who you want to call? Hopefully it's somebody who can really comfort you in that time that you need, because mentally your mind is racing and you really don't know what to do. So now that you're making your call, you've kind of gotten that out of the way, and now you have to go and it's time to change your clothes. So now that you've changed clothes completely, which possibly had to stoop and cough, where you are nude and they're trying to make sure you're not hiding anything in your rectum or any of your hot spots. So after that, they put you in a cell that's right there on the bottom floor. In that cell, sometimes you're alone, sometimes you're with other people. And what I've learned, and I sat back and I've listened to, was a lot of men who are going through this same exact thing that I've gone through and I'm going through now. The same exact experiences with a mother keeping the child from the father. I know it also works on the other foot. The shoe is definitely sometimes on the other foot where the father is keeping it from the mother. And I understand that as well. But I'm going with my experience. So while being in the jail cell, I remember talking to a Caucasian man and an African man. And as I spoke to both of them, they were going through the same thing. The Caucasian's man came in, and he had what they have, it's like a big blanket, because somebody called in and said that he was suicidal. So they strip you completely. You can't wear anything, not even a sock. So he has like this big heavy blanket walking around, explaining, how he was able to see his child, and now the mother's keeping him away. So after having that discussion, I speak to the African man, and the African man said that he had been going through it so many times that he wasn't new to it, but he was true to it. So having that discussion, he also entailed and told me how his child, he hasn't seen his first child in, I don't know, years, but the other child, he just said he's just over it now, to the point where he literally is just gonna wait until this preteen child grows up to be 18 or older and reaches out to him. I must say that's very depressing. Not just only having to stay behind bars in COVID, with the mask, and just the experience was horrible, and going through that. So I never wish that on anybody. But it's definitely the choices that you make as a person, and like I said, the people you get involved with, and you just have to make sure you're on the same wavelength, the same vibration, if you will, when you decide you want to mate and procreate. So just sitting back and sitting in a jail cell and listening to these guys, I just know there's more men out there going through the same thing. So to the men, we are all brothers, and I just want to let you know things will be okay. The interpretation that you have is not necessarily going to be the same as the children or the child interpretation. That's just not how it goes. We're all different people, so we think differently, and our actions, they show exactly sometimes what we're thinking. But you have to be rational, even when other people are irrational. It always has to be a balance, and if not, then you have an explosion on your hands. So brothers, we just have to get into our own minds and our own hearts and souls, and want to change exactly what we feel that could be greater, because we are the greatest that are upon the earth, just as our counterparts, the women here. So we do need to care, we need to love and cherish them as well. But before we can grow or be great for somebody else, we have to be great for ourselves. And that's definitely something that we need here in life. It's definitely been a long lifelong lesson for me. And I'm speaking as if I'm super old, which is not the case. Yet he who feels it knows it, I just simply wanted to share that, and I just wanted to comfort you guys. And for the ladies out here who are going through the same thing, my heart is with you as well. My sympathy as well. And for those who are withholding children from their natural given parent, co-parent, that's shameful. Definitely shame on you. And we definitely don't wish any harm or any negative karma or energy. But you must be rational, not only just for yourself, but for the child as well, or your children. It's time that we grow as a people, learn to communicate, talk, stop arguing and bickering over things that don't matter. Simply put, we can't be a family if we're not going to be family. So let's be family. It's okay to tell somebody you love them, even if you don't know them. It's time to have a heart, and it's time to heal with that heart. Next session of Mouth Minutes coming up. It's just a small little bit I wanted to share. Now you know a little bit about me and my situation. I would like for you to share with yours. What is your opinion? Ladies and gentlemen, what is your opinion on parents withholding their other spouses or ex-spouses or co-parent, keeping those children away from their other parent? The other parent, how is that? How do you feel about that? What do you think should be done? Do you think it's too late? Is there a way to solve it? Can we resolve this issue? Or are we just going to continuously sweep it under the rug? And then possibly those same children will be in a jail cell discussing the same issue years down the line with someone else who's waiting until their own child is of age so they can comfort them. I'm Lee Brody. This has been Mouth Minutes. Thank you.